Alright, hey guys, what's going on? This is Christopher Z, of course, and Mikey Allstar here, back again with another script reading episode. Oh yeah! So in this series, I read a script that I've written in the past, or maybe even a first draft of something that I've been writing recently, and I just kind of break it down a little bit, read through it and just poke fun at it. It's a lot of fun just making fun of my crappy scripts from the past, as well as trying to give you guys writing advice, basically how not to write. So then, when you have all of the bad ideas, then all you can have left is good ideas. Alright, so this time, I'm kind of surprised I haven't read through this one yet on this series. It is Hawkeye. It was originally a series that I was going to make, a Lego stop-motion series that obviously didn't happen. And I wrote the first script. I actually have all of the lines for the first script too, but I'm not going to embarrass my friends by playing those. but yeah, so we'll go through this, and yeah, it's about 7 pages. And the first episode is called The Beginning. Wow, genius. Wow, who would have thought of that name, huh? Alright, okay. So, I remember in the past, the people that were involved with this project, I played Hawkeye. My dad actually played Coulson, so that was really cool. And Mikey was also in here too, apparently. And then a good friend, Energetic Dre, also played a character or two in this. I don't remember who he played. I think he played this guy named Brian or something, or a henchman. I don't know. And then also another friend of mine, Silverblade Productions. He also played Deadpool and I think the main villain, Nick. So yeah, it's a very interesting script, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other things that happened with this, but and what the other episodes were going to be like. I think they only had one other episode planned, so it's not really going to take that long to do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. So we've got Hawkeye, episode 1, the beginning. It starts with Hawkeye saying, "Hey, I'm Clint Barton, but some of you may know me as Hawkeye. Yeah, that's right, I'm an Avenger. When I'm not busy being an Avenger, I do other things like fighting crime and kicking butts. Today's been a crazy day, but before we get to that, let's start at the beginning." I guess that's probably why it's called The Beginning, huh? It's the beginning of the episode, it's the beginning of the series, beginning of the episode, and you just said beginning, so there we go, yes. I always like it when shows and stuff, like what they name their episodes, they go off of, like, what someone has said, like a character has said or something, like, say in Jessica Jones, like, there's episodes that are named. Usually the episodes are named after like something that was said in the episode or something that happens in the episode. So I thought that's really cool. So I guess that's what I did here, but very obviously just very shoehorned in right there. And I also used like these sentences are very simple. Like, that's right, I'm an Avenger, but I'm not busy being an Avenger. It's a little redundant there, but I guess it gets the job done, I guess. But it's not the best writing. But okay. So here you go. So at Hawkeye's apartment, he says, "Man, there's nothing ever on TV. What is all this stuff anyways? I mean, are they all out of ideas? Oh, what's this? A bat guy fighting a clown? Wow. Well, today's been really boring. May as well go for a walk or something. Oh, yes, of course." I like poking fun and stuff, but I feel like that's really heavy-handed, but yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no more ideas. Yeah, exactly. What you can say about this script? It's just so bad. Okay, anyways, there's that. There's a knock at the door. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I guess you could. Okay, anyways, so Hawkeye says, "Coming." He opens the door. He's like, "Coulson, what's up?" And then Coulson says, "We need your help, Agent Barton. Why didn't you just, like, call him on the phone or anything? Like, why do you have to go over there?" Okay, I don't feel like that's probably normal protocol or something, just going over to someone's house when they need help, especially a SHIELD agent, it feels like a security risk, so there's that. So that doesn't make any sense, but what in this episode makes sense so far, and it's only 1 page in so far. Okay. Harvey says, "What? Is Spider-Man busy or something?" Yes, got a little bit of that world building there. Coulson says, "Something about a funeral." What funeral? I don't remember that. What funeral? Okay. Anyways, that's not the point. And then Hawkeye said, "What is the point then?" Coulson says, "A rogue agent is on the loose again." I said lose instead of loose. Yes, always make sure you check your script. You don't want, like, if you send your script off to your cast and there's like a bunch of errors, they might not know what to do. They're like, oh, well, some people, they will correct the errors. They like do multiple takes, like, oh, here, I'm going to say it how you wrote it, I'm going to say it how it should be and stuff. So then if it was actually supposed to be like that on purpose, then, but other times, if you have an error and you send it off and they might just do the error and just be like, oh, well, this is wrong, but I guess this is how they want it. So yeah, so you got to make sure you look out for those errors. Okay, so Hawkeye says, "Really? Again?" And then Coulson says, "Not interested. My team can." Hawkeye says, "Well, I'm not doing anything today, so I'm in." Again, so I don't know why there's so many rogue agents on the loose. Like, how many times have they lost some agents, huh? It's pretty crazy. And then Coulson says, "I knew you would say that." And then Hawkeye said, "I better get a raise." And then Coulson says, "I'll talk to Fury. Can I come in?" Hawkeye says, you'll still come in if I say no. So come on in. I don't mind that. Don't mind that line. It's not terrible. It's probably the best line so far, which really isn't saying much. You could say that, hey, this broken bottle isn't as bad as the other broken bottle, so it's the best. Okay, so, okay, here we go. Coulson says, I'll give you all of your information on your target. And then Hawkeye says, no info on my Walmart. That's really bad line there. You went from a halfway very mildly decent line to a complete garbage line, so that's good. I guess that could work in certain situations, and especially since the tone of this is really goofy, so I guess it works, but it still comes off as kind of stupid. So if you want to use that, go ahead, but yeah, I don't recommend it. Okay, so Coulson says, very funny. His name is Nicholas Vendel. He used to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., but now he's gone rogue. What? A rogue agent that's gone rogue? What? No way. He says, we have info that he is now part of AIM. And then, a little more world building right there. So here we go. We've got Hawkeye. Where is he now? And then Coulson says, I'm not sure, but we do know someone that does, though. All right. I guess that's, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I always used to have trouble, like, how do you lead this story? Like, how do you get it from one point to another where it connects to the ending that you have in mind? That's kind of a tricky thing, because you don't want to make it like too convenient, but sometimes you also have to accept that some things just have to be convenient a little bit. But trying to make things not as convenient is helpful, because it's more realistic, because things don't just happen and it's like, wow, look at this, like, oh, hey, I got to talk to this bad guy in the bar, and he just so happens to know where this guy is that leads me to this guy. Yeah, you just have to string it all together and make sure it makes logical sense. So, okay, at Johnson's bar. I don't know who Johnson is, but we're at his bar. So Hawkeye's like, wow, what a dump. All right, where is this guy? Mikey says, hey, why are you talking to yourself? And then Hawkeye says, can't talk, on a mission. That's interesting. Yeah, I always used to shoehorn Mikey, and even when it didn't really make too much sense. But, yeah, I love Mikey. So, oh, yeah, okay. So, Hawkeye walks over and takes a seat and says, hey, are you Brian Sanders? He just so happens to be right there where he sits. He's like, Brian's like, yeah, why? And then Hawkeye says, I need some info. And then Brian says, we all need something. Heck, I need cash. That's interesting. Yeah, this is it's very simplistic dialogue. You don't always have to write like freaking like a masterpiece like William Shakespeare or dialogue. Sometimes simple dialogue gets the job done, but other times you also want to try to spruce it up a little bit and like add some stronger words. But you don't want to make it sound like too unnatural too. People don't just like say certain words like just out of the blue. Like usually they have a certain list of words and they kind of stick to that. Like right now I'm talking pretty simplistically too. So yeah, okay. Anyways, so how much for some info? And then Brian says, give me 40. And then Hawkeye says, deal. He gives the guy money. And then Hawkeye says, all right, where is Nicholas Vandel? And then Brian says, that punk, he's in this warehouse working on weapons for some sort of gang or something. And then Hawkeye's like, address? And Brian says, 221 Allen Drive. And then Hawkeye says, thanks for the info. And, it's very convenient. He just happens to know the exact address. Of course. Yes. Brian's like, not so fast. What do you want with him? I've got him on speed dial. That's interesting. Okay, so and Hawkeye's like, $20 more and you won't call. And then Brian says, deal. All right, and then Hawkeye hands him some money and leaves. I really don't remember this part, actually. I remember like most of this, but for some reason I don't remember this part, which I guess really is a credit to what it is, since it's not very memorable, I guess. Okay, Hawkeye says, some people can be so greedy. All right. Time to take this guy in. He drives to the warehouse. I never described what he's driving, so I guess that'd be important information to know, but I guess I would figure it out when I was doing the stop motion. Alright, so, Hawkeye says, well, looks like this is the place. Wonder what security is like. Henchman says, halt! And Hawkeye says, okay. And then Henchman says, do you have any weapons? And then Hawkeye says, just one. He grabs his bow and shoots him. Ah! Hurts, doesn't it? Where's Nicholas Vandel? And then Henchman's like, why should I tell you, scum? Do you want it to hurt more, don't you? And then Henchman says, don't. And then Hawkeye says, then tell me. Okay, he's in there. Wow, that's great. Yes, he didn't really even need that info. He probably already knew that he was in there anyways. Wow, okay. That's a very interesting scene right there. It's kind of, the henchman really didn't care too much about Nicholas Vandel, so I guess really Nicholas Vandel is a really great villain. He's not that imitating. And then Hawkeye says, thank you. I'll take my arrow back. And he pulls it out. Ouch! And Hawkeye says, nighty-night, sleeping ugly. Okay. Interesting. All right. And then Hawkeye says, the door is locked. I can fix that. Luckily, I am an expert lockpicker. I don't even know who he's talking to. I guess he's just talking to himself. I guess that's one of the characteristics of him. He's just quirky and just talks to himself like that. You know, we all sometimes need to just talk it out. Okay, so then he pulls out an arrow and shoots at the door and runs. Boom. And then Hawkeye says, easy as pie. Well, pie isn't that easy for me to make. Okay, I don't know. And then, alright, so we have Nicholas Vendel, his first time being introduced into this script. And we're already almost at the end. Like, we don't know anything about him besides he's a rogue agent, which I guess it's fair, you know, to keep the mystery up. But he says, well, Hawkeye. And then Hawkeye says, it's Hawkeye, not Hawkeye, stupid. And I guess you're just going to have to die. And then Hawkeye says, well, I'm fine, thanks, though. I would rather get killed by Wolverine. Well, I don't know where that came from. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, if I really wanted to get killed by someone, it'd be someone with, like, claws and stuff that just really rip through me. That'd be great. And then Nick says, you will die today. I put today, not today. It's great, isn't it? He pulls out a gun and starts shooting. Hawkeye shoots an arrow, and the gun flies out of his hands. That's really convenient. And then Hawkeye was like, was that it? And then Nick says, not even. You think you can handle my ray gun? Hawkeye says, ray gun? What is this, a goofy sci-fi movie? And then Nick says, goofy isn't the word I would use to describe it. And then Hawkeye says, wait, if you're a rogue agent, right? I thought you would have been better at this. Guess not. You want better? Here you go. He starts shooting laser beams, and Hawkeye ducks. And then Hawkeye's like, whoa, this just got serious. And then this is the one line that I always remember. It's just so bad. Like a shark attack, baby. It's just terrible. Why? And then he starts evilly laughing evilly. It's like, ha ha ha. And then Hawkeye is like a shark attack? Seriously? And then I guess that redeems it a little bit, since he's like, even he realizes that it's bad. With all the bad lines that he has, at least he he knows what's bad too. Okay, so okay, yeah, eat laser, sucker. And then I starts firing again. And Hawkeye's like, hey, what's this? Well, may as well try it. I don't know what is it, but Hawkeye shoots it at Nick. Yes, of course, yes. I don't even know. Doesn't make it. I guess it's some sort of sci-fi weapon in there that he's making for aim, that he just happens to be there. So I guess that's what it is. But still, like, what? How am I even supposed to know what that is? Like, years later. All right, so he shoots it at Nick, and Nick's like, ah! He goes flying back, and like Hawkeye's like, eat that. And then Nick's like, just kill me now. And then Hawkeye says, kill you? Ha! I've got something worse. And then Nick's like, what? And then Hawkeye says, I think you're not gonna like it. At S.H.I.E.L.D. Coulson, good job, Barton. And then Hawkeye says, hey, am I the best? Hey, I am the best agent, right? And then Coulson's like, hey, don't push it. And then Hawkeye's like, how is he enjoying his punishment? And then Coulson says, oh, I think he'll be enjoying it just fine. There's like a big line dividing this part for some reason. I guess it's because it's the end credits or something, or I don't know why that's like that, but yeah. Okay. So then Deadpool is like, so then I said, why die later when you can die now? And then Nick's like, make it stop. And then Deadpool's like, so after that, so he's getting, like, his punishment is to spend a bunch of time with Deadpool, who just keeps on going on and on about stuff. So yeah, there you go. So that is the script. Is it bad? Yes, I feel like, I don't remember when I wrote this, but yeah, it's really something, isn't it? So, I feel like I did probably purposely write it to where it's like, of course it's trying to be funny, it's trying to be comedic and stuff, but I feel like maybe I went a little too far. But, I guess that's the style of it, just silly and goofy and fun, I guess. And my inspiration for this really was, I read the Hawkeye comic back in, I think it was 2014. It's a really good comic. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a good comic to read by, I think, Matt Friction, I believe is his name. He is just an amazing comic book series, honestly one of my favorites. It's about 20 issues, I believe, and it's really good. It's probably the best Hawkeye comic ever, I would say. And that's really what inspired me, and I really like Hawkeye because of it, and I wanted to make this, so that's why I did it. And actually, so it's kind of funny, a little story to go along with this. So this friend and a really cool YouTuber, his name is Beyond the Spider Films, who used to have this little talk show thing called Gothic Lords, I believe. It's a really cool talk show. I really liked it. It's awesome. And he actually invited me on the show to talk about this, but he sent it to this old thing that some of you may not even know what it is. It's a YouTube inbox. It's kind of like the Gmail of YouTube. It's like this little thing where you could private message people. And then it eventually got turned into like the thing on mobile devices or whatever, where it's like YouTube messaging. But then yeah, that got taken away too. So, but yeah, this old thing used to be YouTube inbox. I never checked it, but then I looked back like a year or two later, and I saw that message like, oh my god, I missed a really cool opportunity right there to talk about this series. So that's all right though. It wasn't even that great of a series anyway. So I really didn't have that much planned out either. Like I had this episode, and then I wasn't sure what I was gonna do next episode or the next few episodes. But I do know what I kind of have a rough idea of what I was gonna do next time. I was gonna involve Hydra, and I think I even have a title for the episode. I don't remember if I do or not. But yeah, it was basically like Hydra set up shop in a in a haircut place, and Hawkeye finds it by accident. Basically, he goes to get a haircut, and then like he finds out that like the Hydra is like underneath the haircut place, like in the secret base. So. Yeah, that would have been something, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I maybe wrote like the first line of it, but that's about it. So yeah, obviously wasn't really too passionate about the series then, I guess. But yeah, so what could have been? The series would have been, I don't know, probably not very good, but it would have been fun to make at least. But yeah, so there you go. That was Hawkeye. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys now know what not to write. So yeah, there we go. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!